Hey Virgo, welcome to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Thanks for joining me today. So I'm getting ready to do your May 2020 bonus reading. And the bonus readings are something a little bit outside what I do regularly. Like I do a monthly read for you guys and wealth and abundance. And then I do a star guide tarot card reading. And then I always look for something a little bit different to do at the end of the month. And I've got this Whispers of the Ancestors reading, which is going to be super cool, and look at which one of your ancestors is most present and available to you right now and what kind of gift they can offer you. So yeah, I'm going to use the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition deck to do this reading for you, and I really hope that you enjoy it and that you're able to pull something really valuable from it. So definitely let me know in the comments, you know, what your favorite card is and what your favorite moment of the reading was. And thanks everybody for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. It really means a lot to me. So without further ado for you, I'm going to jump into the reading, and it's just going to ask this question, which ancestors are present? So I feel like I need to shuffle one more time, and there's your card. I don't know if you saw that, but there it is. This is wild. So I just finished doing the Leo read, and this was the last card that I pulled from their reading. So I've got the Judgment card. So I see somebody, but it has a completely different meaning right now. So don't even worry about it. I'm seeing somebody that could possibly have been, I'm very clearly seeing a gospel singer, somebody that was very involved in, well, I'm just getting like church raffles, somebody that was probably a spinster, busybody, love the Lord, you know. I kind of want to say I'm getting a southern accent here, so this could be like a spinster. I want to say that she would be related on your maternal bloodline. I'm getting like racing through time here, you guys. Some of you, it could be like 200 years ago, fairly recent, but then I'm also getting another time frame of 700 to 800 years ago on your maternal bloodline. And this person would be the sister of like your great, like going back however many greats, grandmother. And this person would be like your auntie, however many times removed. And she sort of sat back and was the support system to your direct ancestor, because she's a removed ancestor. I think she felt left out. Well, she was very conflicted, is what I'm seeing here. Very supportive, very loving. There was just never any... There was never a match for her. Okay, so let's see. Well, the next card, it says, what is your relationship to me? But I find that this card, I can see a lot with it. And I keep on pulling the cards that I pulled for Leo. And you saw me shuffling the deck. So this is a little bit wild. So again, we have the Two of Coins. And this was in the Leo read. So I was a little bit like, what is going on right now? But don't let that phase you guys. So what is your relationship to me? And they are a place removed. We've got the Two of Coins here. So they're not directly, they're not like, they're right beside. But right now they're coming full on to come in to help you with something, guys. And it's like they want to serve some justice in your life for you. Because I feel like they always felt like they were sort of put off to the side because they weren't pretty enough to be promoted, you know, and then they got to the age where they were unmarriable, so they became like, they just were disregarded, but they were still expected to support your direct ancestor. So there's a lot of twisted emotion in here, like a base core of undying love, but intertwined with jealousy and anger and, you know, a kind of everybody. And they really wanted justice to be served for themselves, but they never did get that. So that's why they became involved so much with, you know, participating in whatever church was available to them, whatever their faith was closest to them. And I could just really see them singing along in the choir or, you know, in the congregation, or they really were doing the raffles and just like kept themselves busy, but then they were expected to support your direct descendant. And she felt so bad about that. So there was a lot of like confession going on too, and talking to, like, I'm not a church person, like the pastor or whoever, to sort of for absolution. Very twisted relationship here. And it made her feel awful because she didn't want to be jealous. So what generational gift have you inherited? So this is kind of a cool one, you guys. I pulled the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is a gift. It's the gift of being able to pause and consider, and be tranquil. And this is something that your ancestor here sought. Because in that age of being a lady, and I do see they were of means, right? Otherwise, these options wouldn't have been available for a single woman in that era. So she was able to sort of remain unemployed, and be, you know, at the graces of her family at that time. And she was looked after, and I do see her being like very, like, otherwise healthy and in good condition and well dressed, you know, sort of a lady. So where was I? So she really observed this sort of tranquil life. It wasn't acceptable to be explosive, which is why she felt so bad about these emotions that she was having. So that's why she sought people of a spiritual nature, so she could really sort of take control of all that. And this has come through for you right now. She's stepping forward to offer you this tranquility in order to deal with whatever's going on in your life, because being upset, you can feel however you want to feel about a situation, but how you react to it is completely different. You know, you can be angry and still speak softly, and this is what I'm seeing is being offered to you right now. And not everything you think and feel needs to be spoken out loud. So this is what I'm seeing. And it's such a beautiful gift. And if you don't think that it is, watch an explosive person as compared to somebody that has, you know, basically held together and composed. So it is a beautiful gift. So what are your hopes for me? So we've got the Eight of Wands. So there's probably a situation right now that you have been dreaming about extricating yourself from. And that could really help with the Four of Swords here too. And maybe you need to meditate on things too, and step back and see things calmly. Eight of Wands, something very suddenly can happen for you in the sense of getting an offer and being able to move, a travel offer. And it also talks about really having this personality, I think it's highly engaging, really like super bubbly, happy, and the happier you are, the more opportunities will arrive at your doorstep. So this is a really cool card. These are a great combination of cards, and this is the essence of your ancestor coming through. She had really to bear a lot. And as far as the rest of her family was concerned, she was expected to bear it. It was like, whatever, you know. We got the oldest daughter married off and an heir and whatever. So like she kind of felt like a broom that could be put in the cupboard sometimes. But she didn't carry herself like that. Nobody would have known to look at her. And she's giving this to you. So the next card is, how can I honor my heritage? You really need to stick up for yourself. And this is something that this ancestor probably wished that she could have done, like to speak out of turn and, you know, say how she really felt and why wasn't she being presented more in order to, like, she really wanted to have somebody. She wanted to create her own family and not just be the caring, doting auntie. You know, she really wanted her own, you know? So if you're being put in a situation right now, you guys, where you don't particularly feel like where you want to be, and you've got the Eight of Wands that is saying, you know, this could be the time for you to pick up and move somewhere else. The Seven of Wands is saying, really start sticking up for yourself. You know, you can't let people put you, like, it's like that movie, Dirty Dancing. Nobody puts baby in a corner, and that's you. Nobody should put you in a corner, and if you don't want to be in that corner, then get yourself out of it with the Seven of Wands. And this would really honor this ancestor who was very demure and very accepting, and, you know, she was, and for some of you, I'm seeing a really distinct Japanese culture, you know, where you would just say thank you and bow out of the room. And I'm seeing that kind of demeanor in all these timelines related to all of you, whatever your heritage is. It was just expected of women in that time to accept what was given gracefully, whether they wanted to or not. But now you don't have to be that. You don't have to be that, whether you're a man or a woman watching this right now, or however you identify. You don't need to have that, you know, oh, thank you, thank you. You don't have to do that. This is different now. You can really speak up. So let's see a healing message from your ancestor. Wow. So, like, she really wants to step forward and let you know that some of the pain that you're carrying is hers. So you have the Three of Swords, which really indicates a deep pain, you know, and the cobwebs just say that this has been carried through and through and through. So very fascinating cards that you guys have here. You know, a lot of swords and wands. Now the Three of Swords, this goes back, and, you know, sometimes you are so closely related to somebody, and somebody could be saying to you, oh, you look so much like blah blah blah, you know, and there's a piece of them riding with you, and they want you to feel healed and fulfilled, and partly for their own selfish reasons, because they want to be able to heal, you know, through you, and they don't want you to suffer. So they're coming up now, and you can probably feel them. This spinster lady, and she was just so beautiful too, you know, and she just never knew what was wrong with her. She just never knew. And if you're feeling like that, she doesn't want you to feel like that, because there's nothing wrong with you. Sometimes it has more to do with the circumstance you're in and the people that you surround yourself with, and listening to their feedback, and it can be very painful, and it can be very limiting. So your ancestor just wants you to take control of your own life so you can heal the both of you, no pressure. And she is right beside you. She's very close. And she's just absolutely stunning and warm and beautiful, and like the most supportive person. And she wants you to do what you want with your lifetime. So yeah, I can just see her plain as day. All these different versions of her for all of you. Wow, she's waving. Guys, I'm gonna go. Like, I hope this reading was helpful, but it was very draining for me, so I'm gonna wrap it up and just wish you guys love and many blessings. Take care.